I know, Lucy. One second, folks. Good girl, Lucy. So I'm having a little trouble getting the live stream correct. I'm having a little trouble seeing comments. And the thing just keeps falling. I think we're live on 3: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I hope we haven't dropped the live. I'm not seeing it here. Sorry about this choppy start, folks. Just looking for our live stream. Instagram seems to be going. Facebook seems to be correct. I see both of commented. I'm still trying to get it. I don't know why I'm not seeing today's live stream. Seeing last week's. Sorry, folks. Tinga's having a hard time today. I'm having a hard time today. Trying to make sure this live stream is working. I think it's working. If folks are seeing the live stream here on Facebook, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know how the volume is. I reviewed last week's volume and it was really bad. There we go. At least I can see now. Sorry, I'm bleeding here. Oh, good morning, Joshua. So good to see you. Wonderful supporter of the Animal Liberation Temple. Really good friend. And we actually spent some time in jail together once. You know, for the animals. So Joshua's a wonderful, wonderful friend of mine. I mean, I guess the live stream's working, and I guess I can see comments on the other screen. So we won't worry. We'll hope that that's all working. Let me pull up our updates. And I'm bleeding a lot. Hold on one second. I'm hoping that the reason why. Oh, so good to see Serenity 56573 joined, and HM Rose 106 joined on our Instagram. So happy to see folks there. Um, and oh, good morning, Jackie. So good to see you here on YouTube. Forgive, I know that the video keeps cutting out for folks. That's something I'm hopefully working on and should be getting better. But let's get started here. If kind of late start. Let's start with the update of our residents. We got our 4 duck friends who are finishing up their breakfast. Breve, Greve, Amanda, and Renee. They're all doing really good. Jingda the dog, as you saw, is having a little trouble this morning. He's falling down a lot, so I have to keep helping him. He's already ate breakfast, so it's doing really good. Lucy has not finished her breakfast, but you heard her howling a little bit earlier. She's doing really good. Um, our goat friends, Rob, Matt, and Philip, are doing really good. The 3 tortoises, I fed them breakfast. They were eating breakfast. They didn't finish. They seem to have given up. Maybe they'll eat some more here as time goes by. It's starting to warm up, so they're probably wanting to eat more. Priya and Harriet are doing phenomenal. Really good feather growth on both of them. It's really starting to come in, their feathers again, so I'm really happy to see that. They're doing really well. Um, that is Ray that you hear. And then, of course, we have Jax and Jimmy over on the Cornish side, and Jimmy on the in the Cornwall corner side. We have our 3 guinea fowl friends, Stan, Kyle, and Wendy, doing really well. And then we have the roosters on in our main flock: Sabrina, May, Ramos, Brad, Hardwood, Mr. Black, Elton, Magnus, and Ed. They're all doing super good. And then we have our hens: Glennis, Gwen, Alice, Melissa, Melinda, Sunny, Dora, and Daniela, all doing really good. The rats, Yamabushi and Hasu, are doing really good. We have a new resident that came to us, Sequoia, and she's doing really good. He's doing really good. I think he's a he, so I'm going with he. Sequoia, the boy, he's doing really good. Um, he's in the house with me. Because he's so tiny, he's a really small dove, and he's about 10 years old, um, which is middle age. Doves live to be about 20 years old, so he's doing really good. But I'm not sure if he'll be able to go into the pigeon enclosure or not. Maybe not. I might have to build another enclosure for Sequoia, but he's real happy where he is right now. He's in FP's old um, enclosure, so he's doing all right. Then, of course, we have the Cornwall Corner with Poppy, Aster, Ivy, Azalea, Peony, Cynthia, Lotus, Edward, Magnolia, Hazel, Sage, Marigold, Camilla, Hydrangea, Holly, and Zinnia. They're all doing really well. And then we have our pigeon friends. I got the complete list now. FP, the first pigeon, or also stands for Flame Princess. Champagne, Appletoonie, Tulin, Sasha, Yo-Yo, PD, Ricky, Spencer, Shambles, Beluga, Bath, Pee-wee, Cascade, Augusta, Frankie, Rufus, Harper, Elliot, Snickers, Boba, Kismet, Farah, Angus, Pandora, Jones, Finch, Sin, Harriet, and Lago. They're all doing super good. And that's a long list. So we are at approximately 85 residents here at the temple that we're taking care of. We're really happy to be able to care for so many individuals, and that's thanks to a lot of you folks who out there donating to us. That's super helpful. So that is really nice. Yeah, it doesn't seem like sometimes my Facebook it might not be working. Um, I'll have to figure that out. It says I'm live. Um, says that I have 2 viewers. Probably both Sufcott and Joshua there. I'm not sure what's going on. Good morning. Thank you for joining, Jennifer. Jennifer New 42 and Lucia Colat. So good to see you here on Instagram. Other updates is that I had dental surgery earlier this week. Pretty painful stuff. That has, that's one of the things I did. The bathroom is moving along thanks to some of the donations that we received specifically to get our bathroom fixed. We have our new kind of live stream set up with our cameras. Hopefully that's coming in really nice. It looks nice on my screen, but apparently we're having some trouble with the live stream in Facebook. So some folks are watching on YouTube. That's really nice. I want to try to figure out a way to be able to see all these comments. I haven't figured that out yet. I know there's software out there, and I just got to figure it all out. The bathroom, like I said, is coming along. I built the extension on it for the bathtub. I got a lot of the water filters, things like that, but this is going to be a very expensive project. So folks that think that I might deserve a bathroom here after living here for 3 years, yeah, it might be nice for me to have a bathroom. Maybe think about contributing to that. But let's get started in the prayer book. We'll start on page 4 with the recitation of the Heart Sutra. Hope folks have gathered their companion animal friends. I have the wild turkeys coming down, some wild doves coming in. I got the cows up on the hill, and the horses are up on the hill. And of course, all of the 86 residents here. So it's great benefit for them to hear these prayers, mantras, and sutras. See if I maybe stop bleeding enough to do this. Maka hanya haramita shingyo kanji zai botsu 菩薩行人般若波羅蜜多自性見語音界行動一切苦欲者利子死識福苦不意識識属税空属税識重曹行識薬分野税者利子税諸法空相不生不滅不苦不浄不増不減税国中無識無重創業識無限に微絶瞬に無識証拠未速法無限界内し無意識界無無妙薬無妙人内し無老死薬無老死人無苦種滅度無知薬無得意無所特攻膨大さ大般若波羅蜜多後心無形下無形下公無苦不離一切天道無相苦行涅槃三世小仏へ般若波羅蜜多豪徳はノクタラ三脈三宝大高知般若波羅蜜多税来真宗税来妙宗税無常宗税無等道宗の上一切苦心実不高校絶般若波羅蜜多種族絶種圧逆定逆定腹逆定腹相逆定菩提相か般若心経願わくはこの功徳をもってあまねく一切に及ぼし我ら投資者富な友の仏道 Animal Liberation の上善ことを地方三地佛子孫菩薩佛子孫菩薩摩訶薩摩訶補者ホロミWe'll now recite the refuge prayer on page 8 of the Animal Liberation Temple prayer book. Sangye chodan zaki chanan na janju paju dani gypsu che daki jinso gyepe sanam ge drola penjer sangye jupar sho. The Buddha, Dharma, and excellent assembly of the Sangha. Until I attain enlightenment in these I take refuge. By my practice of the 6 perfections may all sentient beings attain the state of Buddhahood. And we now recite the 4 great Bodhisattva vows, Shigi Seigan, page 9 of the prayer book. Shujo Mohen Seigan Do Mono Mujin Seigan Dan Homon Muryo Seigan Gak Otsudo Mujo Seigan Jo. However numerous sentient beings, I vow to enlighten them all. However inexhaustible my delusions, I vow to extinguish them all. However immeasurable the dharmas, I vow to master them all. However endlessly enlightened way, I vow to follow it fully. We now recite the 6 vows to our dear animal friends, page 10 of the Animal Liberation Temple Prayer Book. However numerous my dear animal friends, I vow to liberate them all. However diverse the methods of animal liberation, I vow to support them all. However unheard their voices, I vow to speak out for them all. However painful and inexhaustible the methods of suffering, I vow to bear witness to them all. However infinite the cages and tanks, I vow to empty them all. However difficult animal liberation, I vow to achieve it completely. And we now recite the Vajrasattva Purification Mantra, page 11 of the Animal Liberation Temple Prayer Book. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Nupalaya Vajrasattva Te Nupa Chitta Me Bhava Sito Sho Me Bhava Supo Sho Me Bhava Anorato Me Bhava Sarva Sita Me Priyata Sarva Karma Sita Me Chitim Sri Om Guru Hom Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sava Tata Gata Vajrama Me Mucha Vajri Bhava Mahasamamya Safa Ha. One moment as I gonna grab my coffee here. Let me see if I can check on the comments. On the Instagram, it looks like I can only see who joined. I don't know if people are commenting or not, but so good to see people like Friendly Neighborhood Metal Chick. Love the name, and TMSKO and NROD. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. So good to see you too. So good to see our friends on Instagram. You know, the Instagram is a vertical video, so you kind of get some of the things cut off. It's probably better on Facebook, but I've heard that there's some problems with Facebook. And then we're also live on YouTube. And it seems like that's going okay. I see Jackie over there commenting. So good to see you, Jackie. And looks like that's everybody. Not a whole lot of folks. Oh, there's Neil. I kept checking in, couldn't see the live stream. Good morning, everyone. I will check YouTube 1 week. So good to see you, Neil. Yeah, I think we've been having a little bit of trouble making sure everything's going, but we had this live stream. You see Lucy there on the background. So happy to see folks here joining live again. You know, I don't see my mother, who's like joins every time without fail. But she might be busy and going to check that live stream later. So that's fine. Let me grab my coffee again. Some folks can see I'm wearing some glasses, and that's because I think I need reading glasses, but they're really tough to wear all the time, going back and forth, because it makes me kind of dizzy. Um, Everything's super blurry if I don't wear them. But I probably should get a proper, optom- optometrician to kind of look at my eyes and see what's going on. Um, it's all a part of getting older. I can probably be okay without the glasses, but it just makes things so much clearer. I don't have to squint anymore to read the screen or my book. But when walking around, I definitely don't need them. Or at least I don't think I do. We'll see. Maybe I need bifocals. But this week, I want to talk about. I mentioned before that I was interested in talking about the. Last week we talked about dedication of merit, and this week I want to talk about dedication of demerit, uh, or the dedication of unfortunate circumstances. Um, So when we talk about things that happen to us in our life, they can either be a fortunate circumstance, an unfortunate circumstance, or kind of a null circumstance, maybe mundane circumstances. Mundane circumstances are probably really good because we don't have to interact with them. We could kind of view them in a more Zen quality and kind of view it's probably easier to be in the moment at those times. Um, but let us talk about unfortunate circumstances and the dedication of unfortunate circumstances. So the Buddhist idea of this you know, is a practice that I was doing while having dental surgery. They numbed the area pretty good, but I didn't, go under or anything like that. And I don't want to be too graphic, but I have a infection in my jaw, so they had to, get to my actual bone and kind of scrape away some of that infection and then fill it. And as you can imagine, this procedure is extremely painful. Um, so, during the procedure, I'm just thinking to myself that I dedicate all of this unfortunate circumstance, this demerit that I'm receiving. I'm dedicating it so that other sentient beings, especially my dear animal friends, don't have to experience this. So I'm taking all of their negative karma and I'm letting it be purified through me. So instead of purifying my own negative karma and just trying to purify my own negative karma, I'm actually trying to purify others' negative karma. I'm trying to purify the negative karma of our dear animal friends. And so this is what it means to dedicate demerit. So while experiencing, an unfortunate circumstance, we can all say, this little prayer to ourselves or this little affirmation to ourselves that, all of the demerit, all of the unfortunate circumstances that I'm experiencing in this moment, I um, take it on and experience it fully so that my dear animal friends, so that all other sentient beings don't have to experience this and let their negative karma be purified through me. I think in the future, I already had the dedication of merit prayer inserted into the prayer book, but maybe I should have the, dedication of demerit as a prayer in the second version of the book. I'm already thinking of the second version. It probably won't be out for another year or more. But I'm thinking about all those things that I want to insert there, and maybe I'll have it inserted in the PDF so that people can receive it. Or maybe I'll make a separate PDF for folks so that they can get that prayer too. But in any words that come up to your mind, that's kind of what you want to do. Is you know, while experiencing an unfortunate circumstance, while experiencing a demerit, uh, you want to say to yourself that you basically just dedicate this negative feeling that you're going to go through it so that others don't. And that's a very good Buddhist practice, I think, to go through, and it kind of makes things all feel a little bit better. That there's a reason to your suffering, and that reason you're um, taking control of, instead of like wondering, why are these bad things happening to me? Is God, really looking out for me? And if you don't believe in God, maybe is my negative karma so bad that, what did I possibly do in a past life to deserve this? Or, instead of thinking all of those, you know, thoughts that I think really lead to nothing, and really lead to no relief. Instead, just accept the negative circumstance, and turn it into something positive. Turn it into a self-sacrifice. So that's what I wanted to talk about this week. Um, I know folks are just joining off and on here, so if you didn't get the whole talk, please just rewatch this live stream. I try to make sure that I save them all. I'm still going through all these technical problems, trying to figure all these little things out. This morning, I was trying to, get my phone to connect to this live stream like it should be able to, but it's telling me that my passwords are wrong, and it's not wrong, but I don't know why it's not connecting. Maybe I'll try it one more time before we do our um, temple tour, which I want to be able to do like I always do every week. I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to see if it will let me do it. Yeah, it's not. It keeps telling me it's an incorrect password, which I know it's not. Um, and I had it working last night, so it's not like something I'm just trying to do this morning. Had it working last night, it's not working, and I don't really know why. And a lot of these technical things are way above my head, but I'm really trying to make a better experience and a better live stream for everyone. And the purpose of that is that I want folks to be able to kind of understand what we do here at the Animal Liberation Temple, where a lot of our Buddhist practices are kind of focused towards our non-human animal friends. A lot of our practice is elevating our non-human animal friends. We think that a lot of religious and spirituality kind of focus on either the self or focus on humans and how to help and uh, uh, volunteer and dedicate our times to other human beings. And we're different in the way that we want to kind of elevate and focus on our non-human animal friends and how, what does it mean to, spiritually protect them? What does it mean to spiritually elevate them? Our mission statement, reads that, you know, in service of our, um, in service of the spiritual and physical liberation of our dear animal friends. So that's kind of what we want to show, and we want like kind of a beautiful temple and sanctuary to like represent that. However, things are just getting started. You're looking right now at what our temple is. It's kind of outdoors. It's right outside of my home. I just have my small altar here. A kind of table set up to like be able to do our live stream. Things need to be cleaned up a lot better, but we have built first for our residents, so we have a lot of beautiful space for them, our duck pond, and multiple aviaries here. The aviary for guinea fowl, our main aviary, um, our our Cornwall Corner aviary, our other Cornish aviary, our pigeon aviary, and of course, inside the house, I have enclosures for our rat friends and for our dove friend, and then of course our tortoise enclosure. So, all those things look really nice, and that's where we prioritize. I'm finally getting to the point where I think that like My skin condition is probably having something to do internally, but it's probably aggravated by the fact that I can't easily take a shower or a bath. I have to go to a gym to be able to do that, or um, so being that I'm so busy up here, I don't have a lot of volunteers, almost no volunteers that come up here for maybe months at a time. Um, so I don't really have the time to be able to go out and find a shower. So I would like to build one here so that my my health can be a little bit better. And I want my health to be better so that I can be a better service for our dear animal friends. I think that's something very important for all of us to remember, that you know we can only be of the best service to our dear animal friends as our body allows us to be. So taking care of our body is very important for that reason. And we can only be of service as um, much as our mind allows us to be. So taking care of our mind is also very important. I'm a strong believer in, if you need mental help or if you need to see a therapist, that this is something that we can do to help our dear animal friends. Because we want our mind to be of very healthy, so that we can continue serving our dear animal friends. And sometimes that means good meditation, and being able to practice meditation. And maybe in the future I'll teach some meditation techniques, but I really believe that there's probably much better meditation techniques out there than I can teach. I'm a very Zen practitioner and kind of stick to one form of meditation and just call it at that. And I think there's so many out there, and there's so many different ways to practice. So, don't think that my way is any good. But I will in the future kind of teach how I personally do meditation, if folks are interested. So maybe comment if you're interested in hearing about meditation techniques that's practiced here at the Animal Liberation Temple. But there's the Animal Liberation Temple prayer book that can give you some good meditational techniques, at least some practices that you can do. There's daily practices in here that you should be reciting daily, and those are a great benefit too, to kind of for your own mental stability, as well as dedicating prayers and intentions and mantras to our dear animal friends. And well, lastly, just kind of check and see if there's any new comments here. Um, and yeah, you got me if I know how to see the comments. I thought that hopefully it says we're still live, so that's a good thing. Um, there it is. Always interested in the meditation. So thank you, Neil. Just wondering if this is similar to the practice of Tonglen, and absolutely it is. The practice of dedicating the negative circumstances and living through it yourself so that others don't is basically the Tonglen practice. So if you know the Tonglen practice, maybe that's probably the better way to go. But this specific practice is like the Tonglen for our dear animal friends. And again, I've been going through a lot of the Buddhist practices and modifying them so that they represent our non-human animal friends foremost. And I would also like to add to that, like I always say, non-human animal friends, but in reality, our realm, the human realm versus the animal realm, I see no distinction. I see no separation. I see no difference between my friend Lucy or my friend Ray over here. Um, we are both animals, and so therefore the Animal Liberation Temple represents both of us. And all of my good humans out there, I believe strongly in the science and of evolution, and all of my human friends out there are really just ape friends. They're great ape friends, So you know, we're all included in that. Um, so you know, the Animal Liberation Temple definitely elevates all of us. But you know, we like to bring attention and awareness to the non-human animal friends. So we will conclude today's services with the Animal Liberation Temple and the dedication of merit, followed by the tour. Hopefully, the tour works out, the camera works out. It should be wireless. I should be able to just pick up the camera and walk around, and everything should work. But you know, we'll see. May all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends, subject to unbearable pain in labs throughout the world, be free of all suffering. May alternatives to animal experimentation, vivisection, and dissection be implemented immediately. May bodhicitta, the quality of compassion that leads to enlightenment, fill the hearts of those who imprison them. May all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends who suffer endless days, months, years, locked in tiny cages unable to move, be filled with peace and calm. May all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends who are forcibly taken from their families, be reunited, and may all families be able to stay together. May the hearts of those who work in slaughterhouses, factory farms, and all industries that exploit our dear animal friends be filled with bodhicitta, so the very thought of harm is purified. May they never kill again. May the slaughterhouse lines, factory farms, and all industries that exploit our dear animal friends become immediately empty. May no animal be afraid or depressed. May their bodies be free of injuries, disease, and illness. May the mutilation of their bodies be forever ceased. May those who need homes or have been driven from them find shelter, plentiful food, and water. May there be liberation for those tortured for fur, entertainment, or who are hunted. May those who believe that they are superior to our brother and sister animals develop perfect equanimity, and may they realize in their hearts that all sentient beings possess Buddha nature, the potential to be completely free of suffering, and that they are not ours to kill or exploit. May the billions of land and sweet-dwelling sentient beings who are abused, exploited, and killed due to greed, hatred, and ignorance be free of suffering. May all the nets, hooks, blades, projectiles, traps, snares, cages, pens, tanks, lethal restraints, saddles, reins, prods, bait, poison, and all instruments used to harm, exploit, and dominate our dear animal friends be forever abolished. May all human and non-human sentient beings live together in harmony, peace, equanimity, and achieve perfect enlightenment quickly. May we all experience happiness, safety, freedom, and animal liberation in this very lifetime. And we now recite the dedication of merit on page 16 and 17 of the Animal Liberation Temple Prayer Book. Throughout our many lives and until this moment, whatever virtue we have accomplished, including this aspiration for peace, and all that we will ever attain, this we offer for the benefit of all sentient beings, especially our dear animal friends. May suffering, exploitation, and unnecessary death be decreased for every being. All wisdom, bliss, and compassion increase in this and every future life. May we clearly and instantly proceed to plight of our dear animal friends with the urgency and seriousness they deserve, and every action leads them to complete liberation. May we quickly attain enlightenment and work ceaselessly for the liberation of all sentient beings. All right, folks, we're going to try this. I'm going to be switching the mic over to the microphone on the actual camera. So I should sound pretty far away. I do see that the input is working, so hopefully everything's good. So I hope folks can hear me. Take the camera off. Hopefully it's not too shaky. Hopefully I can see things and people can hear me. Here's Ray. There's Lucy over here. Really wish I had my phone working because the screen on this camera is pretty tiny. Miyachi, hi, how you doing? Yeah, they're tortoises. We're just looking at tortoise butts because they're kind of doing their own thing. My protector fell off. Sorry for that sound. Here's progress in our bathroom. Sequoia, how are you doing? He's on his ball. He wants some food. All right, Sequoia. When we come back, we'll get you some food. I wonder if folks can hear the cows in the background. All right. Here is the pigeon aviary. They need to be fed this morning too. I got, half of the animals fed. Pigeons are still waiting. Pigeons. It's a really wonderful aviary because they can actually fly around in here. Pigeons, you see the got plenty of nesting boxes to choose from. As you can see, some of our nesting boxes are closed. And that's because, there always should be half the number of nesting boxes as there are pigeons. And if you leave too many open, then, build our pigeon aviary. And we're gonna go see Oscar here. Oscar loves to peck. Hi, Oscar. You come over here and want to peck on us? Oh yeah. You hear him? Yeah, I know, buddy. Go to our Cornwall corner. Visit the 16. Hey, everybody. Everybody wants to say hi to you. I really hope I'm still alive. I have no idea. I can't see. I can see that, the HDMI thing is still working and says it's connected, but who knows? And I'll go back and read the comments later because I can't see comments while I'm walking around. And this is the famous Jax over here. Yeah, featured in the Foster Farms trial. Jax was rescued directly off of a truck. That truck was going to the slaughterhouse, and brave activists rescued him off that truck before he made it. Here's Jimmy. I don't want to open up too wide because Jimmy and Jax like to fight a lot, so I want to make sure they're safe. that Jimmy has this area over here. It's pretty large, you know. All right. So we're gonna go to the other side. Hope I hope I don't lose signal. This is a good test for me. I'll have to look over the lights later, kind of see. Horses and cows of One Living Sanctuary. They're not actually Animal Liberation Temples residents. They're One Living Sanctuary residents. But you know, we share the land, and we're so happy for them to come and join our services monthly. There's Luke. Hey, Luke. I don't know what you're so upset about. Maybe the happy sounds. And here is our guinea fowl friends. They're pretty shy. I'm gonna do my best to kind of let folks see them. And here you're pretty curious, aren't you? This is Stan and Kyle. And here comes Wendy up in the back. They know me, so you know they're not too afraid of me. They won't get too close, but they will definitely kind of come by and check out what I'm doing in here. I'm hiding in your guys' space. I know. Our guinea fowl friends. Like I said, I really hope I'm still live. Horse and cow friends. It's a good opportunity to kind of let everybody out because I've been, you know, I've had them inside so that everybody has to eat separately in the morning, and they haven't been let out yet. So let's see Priya and Harriet here. Hello, girls. That is Priya, and this is Harriet. Well, let's go run and get our foods. A little egg here. Somebody will be real happy to eat it. Who wants to eat the egg? Oh, there's Priya. The ducks are probably done eating. Let's let them out. Here's Magnus. Hard one. And the ducks. I'll back up so you guys can come out. And over here we got Ramos. Here's Dora running around. And we got Ed over here. And the duck pond. Alright, so I really hope that tour worked out. You know, it's pretty quick. Thank you everyone for joining us here at the Animal Liberation Temple, where we are at the service of the spiritual and physical liberation of our dear animal friends. I'll read and look at the comments later on. Hopefully all the live streams work. And, you know, if folks know a little bit about these kind of things and have any tips, I'd love to hear them. If you're able to volunteer, we're definitely looking for more volunteers. Would be super helpful. We're also looking for donors, people who can help donate. Oh, and we're back. It looks like I'm back. I don't know how long I lost folks. I'll go back and look through the live stream and find out where I lost folks and try to fix that. Um, Thanks for people who hung in there with me. We're still going through a lot of technical difficulties, and hopefully we'll get that all figured out here soon. Thank you. Have a great week. Yes, have a great week, everybody. Looks like people did see a lot of the live streams. It says Noisy Ducks, which means people saw that. Neil said that it was in and out. That's really crappy. I'm sorry about that, and we're going to work on that. Looks like a lot of folks kind of joined on Instagram. So happy to see folks joining there. Um, I'm not seeing any comments, but definitely seeing a lot of folks joining. Um, Looks like we just got Jackie joining us here on YouTube. So thankful and to see folks joining there. Thank you, Jackie. Um, Really helps to get folks to join these live streams. But I'm trying to be able to make sure I save them, be able folks can tune in later in the week. But thank you, everyone, for being patient with me. And we'll only continue to get better as I work through all of these kind of bugs. And I'm lost again.